and good morning. Happy Sunday to you all. I am Miss Psychic D. I jump on here every Sunday to give the Mass Conscious Collective, especially those within my little YouTube community here, some spirit-led insight and guidance. This is a reading for myself as well, so we need it. Before I jumped on here, I did do a little bit of a meditation, and they gave me the image of, from this moment forward, just putting one foot in front of the other. So we may be feeling like we're not accomplishing a lot right now, or manifesting a lot into our real life experience. But that's because if we put one foot in front of the other, it is definitely going to help us in the long run. So it's about identifying little hiccups, little bits of contrast along the way, taking the time to sift and sort through those and to replace them with better things. That's what I've been doing all week anyway, myself. I've made a vow, I'm moving shortly, so I made a vow that when I do take myself to where I'm going to be in the best possible version of myself. We are forever, work in progress. We are forever growing, forever expanding. But all the shifts and changes, which I am documenting at the moment and will be sharing, it is to show you that life is full of contrasts. And it's not what happens to you, it's what you do with it. So from this moment forth, please just take one step after another. Just keep moving forward. They did show me signs and symbols with circulation. So if you're not moving your body enough right now, if you feel like certain body parts are getting a little bit cold, or anything with the circulation, some of you might be overdoing it a little bit, I'm not sure, but they definitely said something to me about body and circulation. So we'll see if anything comes out in the actual reading about that, but I had to share that, I had to chuck that out there first and foremost. All right, so I'm going to ask Spirit to use all my senses safely, securely, and full protection to offer my beautiful community, my collectiveness of consciousness, something that we need to know from this moment forth. For those who don't know, I specialise in personal development. I am a law of attraction practitioner. I live a very spirit-led lifestyle myself, self-taught, spirit-led, but I understand and embrace the laws of attraction in my everyday life. So I take this guidance on myself. All right, so Spirit, let's go. Ooh, okay, the one that jumped out is confidence is the key to your success. So if you are putting one step in front of another at the moment and you are working on ways to boost your confidence, it's really going to go in your favor. If you're not, that's your guidance for this week. Check in with your self-confidence. How confident are you feeling? I feel like in the next week or two, some of us may need to take a massive leap of faith, but in the meantime, please don't feel hesitant. Just keep, like they said right at the beginning, keep putting one foot in front of the other, because they're singing me that song, I walk a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known. I think if that's you, I can't sing for shit, but if that's you, at the moment, maybe it's about making small steps, more small changes in your life, because that's going to lead out to a broader path. So it's definitely time to boost your confidence. Yeah, we got hold your vision still again. So hopefully you've got a vision of where and how you see yourself in 3, 6, 9, 12 months. So if you haven't got a vision for yourself, maybe it's time to start creating that. That's why they put together vision boards. So you might want to start your own vision board, put up all those wonderful pictures and quotes and affirmations and all that sort of stuff that, will help you get there, help you take that one step in front of the other. So I'm going to be really honest. The energy I'm feeling in these cards, and that's why I'm struggling to get words, is boredom. I'm not sure whether some of you are feeling bored. I'm not sure whether the circulation thing they gave me at the beginning is about moving your energy, moving your body. If you are feeling bored, some people say stuck, whatever word you want to use. If you're feeling bored, uninspired, anything like that, maybe it's time for you to start creating a vision for what it is in your life. You don't have to do the action steps just yet. It's about creating that vision. What does your next 6 months look like? Keep it really small to start with. Some people like to make the 5-year plan. It's up to you. It depends on where you're at. But I just feel bored. I feel disconnected. I just feel like nothing inspires me. I don't know what to eat. I'm just not stimulated. So I'm wondering whether the circulation has got to do with stimulation as well. Just not stimulated. So the guidance that we can give you right now, if that's how you feel and you want to put some positive vibration and action step into your everyday life, is to create a vision for yourself. Because they're going like that to me. So you're beating the drum of where you are and where you've been too much. It's time to know that you are worthy of more. You deserve more. You can have more. You can be, do, have whatever you set your mind to. But what's your mind directing you to? What's your focus? What's your goal? What's your vision? Confidence. You are good enough. A lot of us, and I'm doing this myself, guys, you're not alone. It's about empowering yourself, knowing that you are good enough. Confidence is the key to your success. You got to get into the feeling space that whatever you envision your life to be, that you can have it. It is very law of attraction. A lot of people are focusing maybe on their physical health, and I am. Especially as the saying goes, to the bottom of the hourglass and things are changing, late 40s and all that. But anyway, Spirit wants you to know that you are good enough. And sometimes I don't really use these kind of sayings, but they're saying, you are God's perfect child. So it's time to see you as an individual through the eyes of Source, through the eyes of God, who is very blessed, very beautiful, very unique, very talented. We need to start saying affirmations and scripts to start boosting up our confidence, especially as we're in an energetic timeline of just putting one foot in front of the other, doing something better each and every day, and make sure that it's in alignment with your vision, where you're going, where you want to take yourself in the future. What do you need to release? See? I love saying, this used to be a motto of mine, release, replace, relive. So I think that's what we're still in the stages of right now. My nose is going to start itching. That means Spirit's really close. So a lot of you are struggling to release any unwanted thoughts, behaviors, habits, people, places, things around you. It's boring you. It's not conducive to your well-being. It's not for your highest good. You are selling for less because you don't feel like you're good enough and you're not confident enough to move forward. Put your hand up if that's you. If you could actually take ownership and say that's you, because that's what they're telling me here. It's a pretty heavy subject, if I'm honest. I mean, I know I usually jump on here and go, ooh, there's good shit coming on. But I think with what's coming up for us, and we'll get more in the tarot and stuff, it's got to be congruent and it's got to be in alignment with what you're putting out there for yourself. You're close to achieving your goal. I know we've been saying this for weeks and weeks and probably months and months, but at the end of the day, everyone's got to be doing the energy work. They've got to stop holding on to things that they should be releasing. They just told me cat and mouse. So a lot of you may be playing a bit of cat and mouse in your own life. I know there's a lot of settling here. There's definitely people are settling for less than they deserve, or they're waiting for external circumstances to change before they do the change. They're not making choices for themselves. They're making choices for what's better for everyone else around them. Have faith in your dreams. That could be something that you're struggling with as well. Keeping the faith. There's nothing harder, and I'll put my hand on my heart, I'm a human too. There's nothing harder than when you have a vision for yourself and you have goals and you have dreams and you start just getting that nice momentum going, got the faith up, you know what I mean? And then bam, something happens, then bam, something happens, then bam, something happens, and then we just surrender, we give up. That's what Spirit is saying, that don't give up at the moment. There is definitely some good shiz coming in, I will always say that, but it's about us choosing to have better, to want better, to hang around better, to make better healthy eating choices, to be more picky with those who we hang around, be very mindful of our thoughts and beliefs and behaviours and all that sort of stuff. That's all the stuff that we need to release so we can replace it with something better. I find that a lot when I'm coaching, mentoring people. They're saying goodbye to old things, which is absolutely wonderful, but then they get into this bored, confused, stagnant, stuck kind of energy because they haven't actually replaced it with something better. So, you may want to get a form out, a piece of paper out for yourself, write on the left-hand side, release, and write down all those things that you want to release. And then on the right-hand side, you put replace and put everything that you're going to replace it with. I started off very small. I'm releasing my second coffee for the day and I replace it with a celery juice, or Just do something very simple like that. Just release that, replace that. I think that's the guidance at the moment. It's about knowing that you are good enough and to boost your confidence. And the way that you do that is to know that you are good enough and release what no longer serves you. You are very close to achieving your goal, so have faith in your dreams. We are all about to go in a whole new direction. It's about soothing your emotional space, putting yourself on an emotional high. Instead of focusing on everything that's going wrong right now, why not focus on everything that's going right? Wake up in the morning in rampages of appreciation. Go to bed satisfied. Talk to Spirit. Spirit, where will you have me go? What would you have me say? Which direction will you have me go? I think I just repeated that, but anyway. But we are going to set sail in a whole new direction, and it's time that we are emotionally in alignment with it. Look, if you are feeling really a real lack of confidence, you're not going to be confident overnight. But this is the guidance that Spirit are going. Make a list of all of the wonderful attributes you have. What are your skills? What are you really, really, really good at? What are you confident in? And start putting more time and focus into that, because if you don't know, it's about learning. There's study, there's research, there's sitting in workshops, there's reading really good literature, there's watching really good things on YouTube, watch inspiring stuff. Definitely look at that too, water-based cards. We've also got message in a bottle. So the message in the bottle represents communication to me. So some of you may be starting to receive some positive communication. Maybe it's time, if someone pays you a compliment, to actually sit there and go, well, thank you. Thank you. They're showing me email here. So some of you may receive some positive form of communication through email. Could be text as well, but they keep saying to me email. So you might receive an email that will really make you feel good and feel really inspired. I feel like this is in connection to this new direction which you may be going in. So some of you are expecting this, but some of you are unexpecting this as well. So what I feel like there's going to be little momentous steps coming in, even though they're asking us to physically in our human selves to start taking more positive steps forward rather than backwards. Let's go forwards. You keep doing that and you keep building that momentum, then there's going to be something placed on your path, and it's going to shift your faith, shift your possibilities. You're really going to come into an awareness that anything is possible. They're telling me double up. You're going to be doubling up on something. You may get 2 offers, two rewards, they said 2 winnings, 2 times, getting it twice, 2 times. Oh, God. So keep your eyes open for that. Yeah, look, fork in the road jumped over. So this is, if you simply have a belief that you take 2 steps forward and then take 3 steps back, that is something that needs your attention right now. Everything in life is energy. We are forever moving forward. So Spirit is saying to get yourself out of this fork in the road, we need to open ourselves up. This could be communication from Spirit as well. If you're intuitively led, you may be getting some communication through Spirit as well. So it may not just be in the physical form, it may be Spirit-led wisdom as well. They're telling me channeling dreams. So some of you may be receiving correspondence in your dreams through channeling as well. It's about focusing forward. That's why they're saying here, what's your vision? Build your confidence and have faith. Shit. Very different reading today, because we've got, not only are we in a fork in the road, we also got the never-ending story. This is very similar to what came out for Pisces the other day. Fork in the road, it's a never-ending story. I'm full of chaos and conflict. And this is a very difficult energy for an energy reader to try to help everybody in such a short time frame. So from this moment forth, you guys, all I can sort of suggest for you in guidance is to start doing some personal development work, start doing some self-empowerment work, sit in some workshops, get amongst people who are actually doing it, start learning. If you don't want to do that, I wasn't a very big workshop person back in my day because I didn't like being influenced by so many different thoughts and theories and getting overwhelmed with all that. Research yourself, get into some books, You know, there's hundreds and hundreds of resources out there these days. There's really no excuse why people have to suffer in chaos and conflict and keep their hearts locked away and stay in this fork in the road. I've got a feeling that's where this boredom energy is coming in here, feeling stagnant, feeling stuck. The only reason why you're feeling that way is because you don't know what to do. You need to find a way and trust that source will guide you towards an outcome that's going to be beneficial for you and to restore your faith. I feel like there is going to be some sort of communication, so communicate your needs. There is going to be some sort of communication that's going to happen, that's going to lift this cloud off you. But until you realize that you are good enough and that you start working on your confidence and you start, you know, releasing unwanted things and thought patterns and beliefs and people and places and anything that sort of keeps you where you are, you know, you got to get a vision for yourself and you got to have faith in it. Look at that. That's not a very pretty energy. Not a pretty energy. We've got the Yang card. The Yang card represents that stepping into your power, rising up to the occasion. And I don't feel like I can force this. I'm not trying, I never do, but I don't feel like I can rush this because we're all going through it. I'm going through it myself. And there's nothing more patronizing when you're feeling a certain way and someone's going, get in there, do it, get up there when you haven't built up the momentum to it. So please really just take this time to soothe yourselves right now. They just told me look at the number. There's 33 on that, so that's mastering. So you may be mastering your thoughts, mastering your emotions. We need to become the master at the moment. The way that we master ourselves is to get to know ourselves the best that we possibly can. And the only way you can do that is by sitting down with yourself, doing a bit of realization work and self-actualization and taking ownership of your life and saying, you know, I'm really good at this. I'm kind. I'm loyal. I'm understanding. I'm building my confidence. It's okay. I might have to do a script or an affirmation on this, I think. You know, it's okay for you to step up in your power right now. Take those show me horses on reins. So take the reins of your life. Put in the personal development work. Yeah. Trust your intuition and walk away. Leave the trash where it belongs. That's if you're actively being a deliberate creator right now, then keep going, because it is going to pay off for you. They're telling me a week and a half, 7, 8, 9 days. There's something significant coming in. I want to attach it to this communication. So please keep following your intuitive nudges. Keep working on your self-worth and confidence. We've got the Six of Swords here. This is someone who's learning how to stand in their power. They're lining their ducks up in the row. They're trusting in the laws of attraction. They're going with the natural energetic stream of things rather than trying to work it all out and getting into their logic too much. Here's your empire. It's over here. It's coming. Some of you are moving. Yay, that me. Move your body because we've got circulation up at the beginning. So some of you may be experiencing aches, pains, physical discomforts and all that. Spirit is saying move your body. Start shifting and massaging. Start getting those toxins out of your system, out of your lymphatic system and all that sort of stuff. So I've got a feeling that a lot of this may have to do with physical self, which I don't typically do or read about usually. But I think it's got a lot to do with physical bodies. Ooh, spit out. See? Releasing, 5 of Cups, intuitively releasing. A lot of you are feeling drained, burdened, worried, concerned, just depleted right now. I get it. But this is all happening for a reason. It's going to be replaced with something better. So yes, we may all be in the releasing stage right now. I know I am too. We may be releasing old things gradually, just taking one step after another. This is why daily non-negotiable, daily practices are really beneficial. If you want to know some of those, I can help you with that. You can just start off with rampages of appreciation, daily meditations, just shifting one of your dietary things that you know are no longer serving you. Just gradual shifts. Don't have to do something massive because it's too much of a shock on the system. You know what I mean? So we are releasing things still. Some people are letting go of relationships. And yes, that's going to cause some chaos and conflict. And it's going to feel like we're in this never-ending story because we haven't got the juice afterwards, you know what I mean? So we've cut up all the fruit. It's in the machine, but we haven't got the juice yet. The juice is coming. The juice is coming, you guys. It's going to come unexpectedly. They keep telling me 789, 789. So I just remember that, 789. So it could be in 7, 8, 9 days, there's some sort of positive communication. You may have a bit of a, they're joking with me now. You may have a bit of a brainwave, but then they joked and said you might have a bit of a brain fart. I don't know. This could be an epiphany even that's coming in. But there's definitely something coming in. It's going to help you shift it. But in the meantime, we need to work on our confidence and our self-worth. I am statements. I can. I will. All that sort of stuff. All right. So we got the Four of Cups as well. So are you sitting there gossiping about other people, trying to bring other people down, trying to make things fit in your life that aren't meant to be there by trying to make them fit? Or you could be on the other end. If you're putting your best foot forward and you're being the best possible version of yourself as you can be, there are people that are talking about you really, really nicely. That could be in relation to this positive communication coming in. Someone sees you, they become aware of you, they validate you, they acknowledge that you do have wonderful skills, abilities, attributes, and they may reach out and say, hey, would you like to come over here and play with us over here? Would you like to accept this job offer? Would you like to move into our home? Would you like to do this? It's going to be either that, or you're going to get yourself caught up. If you don't boost your confidence and stay in your own lane and do the personal development work, you could be part of gossip. So that's going to be totally dependent on you. But what I love about it is that we did get the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So things are going to get emotionally better for us. We do have to stand in our power a little bit more. We have to honor our feelings and our internal guidance system a little bit more. This is coming in anyway, but at the end of the day, if you don't feel worthy and you don't feel confident, you could get a really good offer and turn it away and sabotage yourself because you're not feeling worthy enough, you're not feeling good enough, you know? And if you don't have a goal, a plan, a dream, a vision, or whatever, you'll just constantly be vibrating and attracting out of desperation, out of less than, out of lack. So you might get that new job, the new partner, the new house, or whatever, and then you just repeat this whole cycle again because, you know, it's like the same experience in a different 22 in a different area or platform. And that's not what we want for you. We would really love for you to shift out of that. If you don't know how, book in for a reading. I do have a special coming up, you guys, next week. If you book in for a reading with me, no matter what service it is, your friend can book as well for half price. So watch out for the post on my Facebook page about that, but I thought I'd chuck that in there here in case you need some help with creating this vision and this goal and that for yourself. We have the Empress. This is the birth of new ideas, that self-loving, nurturing, caring. You've got to stop giving it to other people and start giving it to yourself right now, honestly. You know, you can't give from an empty cup. You've got to start filling your own cup up. It's really, really, really important. Emotionally, we should start feeling better when it comes to the cosmoses. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've been feeling better this week. I think it too because it's been warming up. Look, I haven't got 1,000 jumpers on today. So that's going to help a lot. But you yourself as a physical being, you've got to start lightening that load. You've got to start lightening your energy. Meditations, visualizations, playfulness. Get out there, have a bit of fun, have a bit of a joke. Don't take life so seriously. This can be the birth of new ideas, can be infertility, can be pregnancies, can be birthing businesses, new ideas, all that sort of stuff. Maybe you just want to give birth to a whole new life plan here. You know, and we highly encourage that. Also got the Knight of Cups. So we've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the King of Cups as well. So both two emotional cards. This is the offer that's coming in. It's going to make you feel like this fish out of water, but it is a wonderful offer. We don't want you to sabotage it. Honestly, this can go two ways. And it depends on who I'm reading for, who's doing what in their energy, with their life, using their own beliefs and perspectives and all that sort of stuff. If you have an offer coming in and you go, well, that's not good enough, that's not what, so be it. But if you have an offer that comes in and it's totally not in alignment or not exactly what you're asking for, Spirit is saying, let's just entertain that. Because at the end of the day, it's still an opportunity. It's still an offer. It's still an option. It's up to you what you want to take for it. If you have your vision and your goal, you'll know whether that's going to be congruent to where you're going, to what your vision is. So your choices get so much more easier at the end of the day when you know what you want and you know which direction you're heading. And when an offer, an opportunity comes in and it's not congruent with where you're going, you can just thank the universe. Thank you. Thank you so much for the offer. Thank you so much. But it's just not what I'm looking for right now or what I'm willing to entertain. So next, you know. So just because you get offers doesn't mean you have to jump on them all, but it's always nice to know that there are offers coming in. All right, let's get into some oracles. Consult an expert. I think this came out last week as well. If you don't know what to do, ask for help. Get the support you need. Jump in the spiritual shack. You are a product of your environment. Everybody learns different ways, but if you don't know what to do right now, consult an expert. So this could be a financial planner, this could be a psychic coach, mentor, anybody who is an expert in their field. Get amongst it. But first, you've got to make sure that it's in alignment with your goal and your vision. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area, or if you don't have the funds to do that or whatever, there is heaps and heaps of free resources online. Go to your library. Start sitting in groups. There's so many wonderful mentors and coaches out there that offer stuff for free. Get in there and ask the question. Start exploring. Start putting one foot in front of the other instead of believing that you take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. Yeah. Wait. So we may be not meant to be manifesting much in our physical realities right now because we're still doing this adjustment work. There has been so much contrast over the last few years. It's been really hard to get our head around it. Like I said last week, they make sure that, no one's influencing you. Only you can influence your own life. So please wait if you have to. That's okay. Use this time constructively and build your confidence, build your self-worth, and set your goals for yourself. Is everything going to be all right for us? Yes, it is. It is going to be exactly how you create it to be. So how are you creating the life you desire? If you don't know where to start, I will be offering a workshop. I know I've been saying it, but I don't think people are ready for it yet. I honestly don't. That's why I've sort of been holding back on it a little bit. So I do everything in alignment with energy, with external energy and my own energy. I've got all the information here. I just don't feel like, maybe in another week or so, but I just don't feel like people are energetically in the space, especially with what I picked up on earlier, with the chaos, the conflict, the never-ending story. I can give you all the positive juju, everything that I can or whatever, but if you're not in a space to receive it, if you're not feeling worthy enough to receive positive communication, if you're not those things, then what can anyone else do? So it's about getting yourself into alignment with it, even if it's just the desire to want better and do better, then do that. But is everything going to work out for us? It certainly is. It certainly is. I'll just get one more of those. And Spirit wants you to know that your intuition is correct, so take action accordingly. You know what you need to do for yourself. You know what you need to stop putting in your mouth. You know who you need to stop hanging around. You know who you've got to stop listening to. You know what you've got to do. But it's about getting yourself through that, through having a vision, through having a goal, through having faith and all that sort of stuff, so you can pop through the other side and start accepting more than what you're settling for right now. If your question has to do with self-employment, keep going. Keep going. My throat chakra is really closing up right now, so a lot of people are having troubles communicating what they want, the reasons why they want it, having positive dialogue with other people. They don't want to hurt other people. That's what they're saying to me. They don't want to hurt other people. But at the end of the day, you're living your life for you. You will never, ever be able to stop someone else from feeling the way they feel or having the perception that they have or having, the thoughts and beliefs that they have. You're never going to be able to stop doing that. So you need to do what's right for you right now and not take ownership of how they react to that. So it says you're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities right now. So don't give up if you are self-employed or even if you just want to change your career sector. All right, last one. We're going to get a Keepers of the Light. Spirit, who can we call upon from this moment forth to help us take these small steps in front of the other, to help us build our confidence, to help us understand and remember our worth? Who can we call upon? I'll pull 3 of these out because you can choose who you are more drawn to. All right, I'm going to take the first three off here because they fell out. All right, so we got Horus, cosmic gateway. Our thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. Aren't they just? I'm wondering whether this came out last time too. I don't know. I read in so many different places. So if you connect more with Horus, you can start doing some research on that, get some messages, ask Horus for help over this coming week. It's up to you. We do have Lady Portia, divine order, do what you feel is right, an important lesson is unfolding. See, it's all unfolding. But are you taking 2 steps forward, 3 steps back? Or are you going to start taking 1 step forward from this moment forth, 1 foot in front of the other? So you may want to communicate with Lady Portia. So your thoughts are magnetic and powerful, miraculous changes are occurring, and do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. And the last one, how beautiful, Diana. I know what reference we instantly go to with this, but look at that. Focused intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. Have faith. I love it how the cards just really back up the guidance from Spirit. So yeah, so to wrap that up, guys, I hope that all made sense. I feel your energy right now, and it is very difficult. But at the end of the day, everything in life is focused intention. So think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Not quite there yet. It's unfolding. And your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. It's going to come through positive communication. So start communicating what it is that you want and the reasons why you want it. What's your goal? What's your dream? What's your desire? All right. Okay, guys, I hope this helped you. It was a little bit different, but hey, like I say, Spirit only give us what they feel we need, not necessarily what we want. So if you want to know something in particular for you, please feel free to book in for a reading. All the links are down below. If you would like to buy me a coffee and just say thanks, that would be really, really, really appreciated. It helps me keep my channel going and all that sort of stuff. I do have a special next week. If you yourself buy a service, a psychic service, or an actual full reading with me, you can invite your friend to come and have one too at half price. So if you want to know more about that, contact me at any time. My website is www.misspsychicd.com.au. And yeah, if not, keep following my social media platforms as I offer daily guidance over there as well. So have a great week, everyone. Take it easy on yourselves and keep your eye on the prize. All right, bye.